reason they're afraid, and the reason they're overwhelmed, and the reason they get stuck is because they look at the project of moving as one big project. You're nodding. As one big project. And what we want to do is filter it down and identify what's the one thing that you need to get started on your journey to moving. What's the one thing? When I sit down with folks at their kitchen table, the very first question, one of the very first questions I ask them is, what wakes you up at night? When you bolt straight up out of bed at night, you've got butterflies in your stomach, and you're nervous about moving, what's that one thing? Because then what we do is we use our golden ticket program to address that one thing. We start with the low-hanging fruit. Oftentimes what people will say is, well, that's easy. But here's what happens. I'm looking at this picture on the end over here of the dominoes. The Smithsonian Institute hired a philosopher to put together this idea about what happens when you have consecutive energy that builds upon itself. And the theory is, if I have a domino that's 0.5 millimeters in height, and the domino behind it is 1.5 times that size, and the domino behind that is 1.5 that size, and if I stack up 29 dominoes like that, this little itty-bitty domino that I start with, if I push it over, it has the energy, and the energy builds to knock over the 29th domino, and by that time I have so much energy, I can knock over the Empire State Building. And it all starts with that little itty-bitty domino at the beginning. So what we do with our clients is we determine what's that first domino, and we whack away at it. And then the energy that builds from starting with that one thing, maybe it's your room, maybe it's a financial assessment for some of you, maybe it's identifying a senior housing community to move to. We figure out what that first domino is, we break down the barriers to get you started, and then you've got some synergy and you've got some forward movement. That's how we overcome those feelings of being overwhelmed and feelings of being stuck. Because now you've got someone to walk through the process with you.